Mise and abîme. In Western art history, Mise and abîme French pronunciation, mise and abîme, also Mise and abîme, is a formal technique of placing a copy of an image within itself, often in a way that suggests an infinitely recurring sequence. In film theory and literary theory, it refers to the technique of inserting a story within a story. The term is derived from heraldry and literally means placed into abyss. It was first appropriated for modern criticism by the French author André Gide. A common sense of the phrase is the visual experience of standing between two mirrors, seeing as a result an infinite reproduction of one's image. Another is the Droste effect, in which a picture appears within itself, in a place where a similar picture would realistically be expected to appear. That is named after the 1904 Droste cocoa package, which depicts a woman holding a tray bearing a Droste cocoa package, which bears a smaller version of her image. Heraldry. In the terminology of heraldry, the abyme is the center of a coat of arms. The term Mise and abîme, also called inescutcheon, then meant put / placed in the center. It described a coat of arms that appears as a smaller shield in the center of a larger one. See Droste effect. A complex example of Mise and abîme is seen in the coat of arms of the United Kingdom for the period 1816–1837, as used by King George Roman III. The crown of Charlemagne is placed en abîme within the escutcheon of Hanover, which in turn is en abîme within the arms of England, Scotland, and Ireland. Another example is the two-headed eagle in the modern coat of arms of Russia, which holds a scepter topped by a similar eagle holding a similar scepter. Medieval examples. While art historians working on the early modern period adopted this phrase and interpreted it as showing artistic self-awareness, medievalists tended not to use it. Many examples, however, can be found in the pre-modern era, as in a mosaic from the Hagia Sophia dated to the year 944. To the left, Justinian I offers the Virgin Mary the Hagia Sophia, which contains the mosaic itself. To the right, Constantine I offers the city of Constantinople, now known as Istanbul, which itself contains the Hagia Sophia. More medieval examples can be found in the collection of articles Medieval Mise and abîme, the object depicted within itself, in which Jerzy Ellis conjectures that the self-references sometimes are used to strengthen the symbolism of gift-giving by documenting the act of giving on the object itself. An example of this self-referential gift-giving appears in the Stefaneschi triptych in the Vatican Museum, which features Cardinal Giacomo Gaetani Stefaneschi as the giver of the altarpiece. Critical theory and art history. In Western art history, Mise and abîme is a formal technique in which an image contains a smaller copy of itself, in a sequence appearing to recur infinitely. Recursive is another term for this. The modern meaning of the phrase originates with the author André Gide, who used it to describe self-reflexive embeddings in various art forms and to describe what he sought in his own work. As examples, Gide cites both paintings such as Las Meninas by Diego Velázquez and literary forms such as William Shakespeare's use of the play within a play device in Hamlet, where a theatrical company presents a performance for the characters that illuminates a thematic aspect of the play itself. This use of the phrase Mise and abîme was picked up by scholars and popularized in the 1977 book La Risette spéculaire. Essai sur la Mise and abîme by Lucien Dallenbach. Literature and film. Mise and abîme occurs in a text when there is a reduplication of images or concepts referring to the textual whole. Mise and abîme is a play of signifiers within a text, of subtexts mirroring each other. This mirroring can attain a level where meaning may become unstable and, in this respect, may be seen as part of the process of deconstruction. The film within a film, where a film contains a plot about the making of a movie, is an example of Mise and abyme. The film being made within the film refers. The spectator sees film equipment, stars getting ready for the take, crew sorting out the various directorial needs. The narrative of the film within the film may directly reflect the one in the real film. An example is La Nuit Américaine 1973 by François Truffaut. In film, the meaning of Mise and abyme is similar to the artistic definition, but also includes the idea of a dream within a dream. For example, a character awakens from a dream and later discovers that they are still dreaming. Activities similar to dreaming, such as unconsciousness and virtual reality, also are described as Mise and abyme. This is seen in the film Existence, where the two protagonists never truly know whether or not they are out of the game. It also becomes a prominent element of Charlie Kaufman's Synecdoche, New York 2008. A more recent instance can be found in the film Inception 2010. Classic filmic examples include the snow globe in Citizen Kane 1941, which provides a clue to the film's core mystery, and the discussion of Edgar Allan Poe's written works, particularly the Purloined Letter in the Jean-Luc Godard film Band of Outsiders 1964. In literary criticism, Mise and abyme is a type of frame story in which the core narrative may be used to illuminate some aspect of the framing story. The term is used in deconstruction and deconstructive literary criticism as a paradigm of the intertextual nature of language, that is, of the way language never quite reaches the foundation of reality because it refers in a frame within a frame way to other language, which refers to other language, and so forth. In comedy, Mise and abyme can be seen with the Herald, an improvisation cycle with recurring themes, popularized by Del Close in his book Truth in Comedy.